Growth product manager is not the same as a core product manager. He's also not the same as marketing manager. What is a growth product manager? What are his responsibilities? Where does it fit in the organization? What is product-led growth? Let's get started. You might have heard this saying, what is seen is what sells. Now, you have a great product, a product that is solving an actual customer problem. But your core customer is not aware of the product itself. So what's the point of building a product which no one knows about? Now, this is typically where a growth product manager comes in. His core responsibility is to take your product out to the relevant customer personas that you have made before building the product itself. And that's also something that a growth product manager is deeply involved in. Now, let's take a note that a growth product manager is not the marketing guy, so he's not going to write ads, and he's not a sales guy to call customers up. But his responsibility is to ensure that the product reaches the right customers and also that the customers are having great experience using the product itself. A growth product manager does work very closely with the product manager, make some core capabilities in the product itself. Now, these core capabilities would include instrumenting user journeys, so knowing how many users come to the top of the funnel and then eventually flow to sign-ups, flow to purchases, etc. etc. It's a highly collaborative role where you work product manager, the core product manager is building the software or a product, but also with the marketing team, sales teams, the technical team and support teams in order to track the customer experience. Now that you understand who a growth product manager is, let's look at the key skills of a growth product manager. So project management is one of the most important skills because you'll always have to run behind stakeholders in order to ensure that certain things are delivered. The second important responsibility is to speak to customers and clients in order to get continuous product feedback and ensuring that the product delivers what it promises to, ensuring that there is a trust with respect to stakeholders, both internal and external, ensuring that you're comfortable with data, meaning that you can do rapid experimentations without a lot of dependency on your tech, for example A/B tests, and finally ensuring that you're looking at competitors very closely in order to not lose out that chunk of the market. For example, if a competitor is introducing certain set of discounts, you need to ensure that if the discounts are viable for your product, you do that immediately. Let's understand how is this growth product manager different from a core product manager. The responsibilities of a core product manager include solving user problems using technology, and this product manager is more aligned towards product development. Answer questions like how do we build this feature, what are the trade-offs like in building this feature, and how should a user reach from point B to point A. Now, this is also a UX problem to solve for, but something that a growth product manager and a product manager are both involved in. So what is the responsibility of a growth product manager? A growth product manager works towards solving business problems. This may or may not be with technology. So when I say business problems, assume things like users are signing up less, or maybe there are fewer user conversions, etc. Let's take an example of a tea stall, right? A core PM whose responsibility is to build a product itself will answer questions like how do we make our tea taste better than our competitors, what ingredients in our tea will make this better for our users, how do I get more feedback from my customers about my tea, and how do I sell more tea per hour without losing out on customer satisfaction. You might have noticed most of these questions are towards building the product. How do I build the tea? How do I make it better than my competitors? Let's look at the questions that a marketing guy would answer. So how do I package my tea better? How do I get attention using my packaging? Well, a growth product manager will look at a framework called Pirate Matrix where the AARR funnel looks like. For example, I have too many people coming to my tea stall, but no one is buying it. So why is no one buying it? So why is the activation so low? There are so many people buying my tea. Why are they not coming again? So am I giving too many discounts during the activation? There are so many people coming again and again. Why aren't they bringing friends and families? Do I need to introduce an incentive in order to drive referrals? So these are the questions that a growth guy typically needs to answer. Now, there are some questions that both growth and core PMs can sit together, brainstorm and answer with different teams. And these are questions like what else should I couple with my team to increase my pocket share? Now, this is also a sales question to answer and something that comes on the line of upselling. For example, selling more biscuits or selling biscuits with the team. The other item that both of these guys work on are the users. So speaking to users, getting their feedback, understand what is to change in the journey, understand what is to change in the product. So these are also some things that both growth PM and product managers work on together. All the questions that you heard for a growth PM, isn't that something a core PM should be doing too? Well, yes and no. Yes, because in a usual setting, a core PM should be taking care of end-to-end of the product itself, right? Starting from the building or development or the user research to how do I make money out of these users. But it's not always possible in organizations that, say for example, are as big as Amazon. Amazon has multiple product and sub-product lines. It's practically not possible to expect a product manager to look at everything, starting from the user research to development to deployment and to making money, which is why growth teams exist. Now that you understand what the growth PM does, their responsibilities, how they are different from the marketing and a core product guy, let's look at where they fit in a core product team. Here's the example of a sample product team with a growth PM in it. Do take a note, growth PM might not exist in a typical startup setting where a product manager will also take care of the growth of the product itself. It's not possible in a larger organization, primarily because growth is such a huge responsibility that there has to be an individual growth manager taking care of it. That said, let's look into the chart. You can see most of the teams anyways collaborate with both growth and core PM. Both of these PMs are also highly collaborative in nature. There are certain things that a growth PM works closely with, and there are certain things that a core PM works closely with. So growth PM works closely with the sales guy and the marketing guy. Sales guy primarily to ensure that the guy understands who our target segment is and the value prop is communicated or product demos are done in a way that lead to higher conversion, and with marketing guy in order to ensure that our value prop is correctly communicated. A core PM works with testing lead and a design lead more often in order to kind of bake the design in the product. A growth PM may also work with the design guy to ensure that the product stays aligned with the value proposition. Both of these guys work with the CXOs, users and clients. Users and clients to kind of have the interaction, discuss how they use our products, take feedback, etc. etc. CXOs to communicate growth and product roadmaps respectively. The UX lead to build the flow with the growth team. The UX lead works with the core PM in order to implement that flow. The PM works with the tech lead in order to build the product, while a growth PM works with the tech lead in order to bake certain instrumentation in the product. For example, people who clicked to sign up but didn't sign up, right? And then there is a support guy who both of these guys work with. So the growth PM works to see the feedback we are getting on the product with respect to the user flow, while a core PM actually takes that feedback and optimizes the user flow. And more or less that's how the organization of a core product team looks like, and that is pretty much all you need to know in order to become a great growth product manager. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to prepare a list of 10 questions that are important for a growth product manager to know before they head into any interview. So if you like this video, ensure that you drop a like on this video and also subscribe to the channel. If you think that this video can help a friend, please share this across with your friend, and I'll see you in the next one.